report from the Auditor General.
Minister, can you respond to those? Then we'll do one last round and we'll release him.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The reason why we decided to undertake the verification during this time of third term is because the report came out in August. I think there was hue and cry that we are releasing money to schools that do not exist. It would have been irresponsible of us to ignore that report and continue releasing the money the same way we used to do. So we thought what is the lesser evil, to confirm the numbers that we have or to continue releasing the money and wait for another time to undertake this exercise. So we made a decision that we will do the verification as we are releasing the money. The money was not held permanently. Every day when we completed the verification exercise, resources to those schools were released so that the schools do not suffer. Eventually, when we realized that it is taking longer than we expected, we decided to release 50% of the capitation to the schools that had not submitted the data as we continued to undertake the exercise. Meaning, therefore, that there was no school that did not receive resources to be able to undertake their continuous programs in school because of the verification exercise. Mr. Speaker, the information that I've given, it is clear that this exercise has borne fruit because as we have completed the exercise with only 934 schools that have not completed the exercise, where 79 million has been released to 50% of the numbers that they had presented, meaning that even if we were to release 100%, another 79 million, the balance that would be having is 1.1 billion, for which was being released for numbers that do not exist. That's why this exercise was important, and we have ensured continuously that our children do not suffer in those schools once the exams were nearing. And I can assure the House here that everybody is undertaking the exams and we are on track. The information that we have collected, it is now being analyzed to determine the issues that this House has raised. Have we been releasing money to schools that do not exist? Which school is this? This is the identification and analysis that we are doing because of that verification exercise, after which we are
Minister, if the school doesn't exist, the question of which school is this does not arise.
I'm saying,
yes.
Mr. Speaker, look, for example, the 10 schools that have closed. We need to find out why did they close, because when we asked the teachers why the schools closed, they said there were no students. So now we have to go back on the records and find out previously, has money been released to these schools so that we can determine whether there is fraud or not. We got to get some evidence in order for us to submit so that when people are arrested, they can face the law. The position of what the Auditor General did, which was sampling, because it was a forensic audit, that data is already with EACC and they're already undertaking that exercise of investigating, taking statements so that they can take control of that space and charge the people who are involved. We just want to get your support so that we can be able to resolve this matter once and for all. It is true, we have records, but are these records correct? That's what we are looking at.
Mr. Speaker, I think the minister is misleading this House. EACC doesn't take away the responsibility of him as a minister. The fact that EACC are handling those files, it doesn't make that he should take actions on his officers from his ministry who wired the money. He doesn't have to wait the report from the EACC. He remains the minister in charge of education in this country, and he must take action regardless of what the EACC will do. So he should not mislead this House, Honorable Speaker.